Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Orbited Potato. We are playing in Orbited Potato Town, and we need to get our butts in gear and start thinking about industry. That's pretty much what we're all about. We need to get this sorted. I still don't understand the traffic problems, but they persist. They persist, and yeah, they're a little bit annoying, but whatever. I guess we'll just sort of have to live with it. It's just one of those things, I guess. Our next milestone, I think, was at 32,000. Yes, indeed it is. That is a very, very big number. We've got 1.2 million in cash. And yeah, we're loving it. It's great. It's great to have this much money. Quite frankly, it's great. It's really good. What can we do? I'm still annoyed by the traffic problems that are still persisting. If we put that there and that there, will that help anybody? For anybody that actually wants to go directly to this area, it might. I doubt it, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Maybe no. Do we want to try something else? Something like that, perhaps. Will that work? Does anybody want to do that? Does anybody want to take a shortcut onto the other side of the road? I guess not. I guess everybody's quite happy just trundling down this way. Well, you know what? As long as we've given people options, then that's fine. But this is confusing, and it's confusing. You know, it's confusing me. I am very well confused. Very confused. And it looks like the traffic problems have all but cleared up. Which is even more confusing because I don't understand why they've cleared up. Ah, terrible, terrible, terrible. It doesn't matter. How's our incineration status? That's fine. Oh my goodness. Why is this area without power? Are we low on power? No, we got loads of power. So, is it this area that... Whoa. Is it this area that is problematic? Is that better? Is everybody happy now? Oh my goodness, there is so much death over here. A dead person is waiting for transport. We've got lots of hearses, but not enough of them are in use, I don't think. Or we have a lot of hearses in use, but we don't have enough hearses, so to speak. Now this area should be back on top of things. Crime rate is high. Well, there's a bloody police station just down the road. I don't understand. We should also probably put a cemetery down somewhere. Yeah, where is that? Is that in health? Yes, it is. I don't think we actually need a big cemetery. We just need a little one. When I say a little cemetery, I mean we don't need a crematorium. That's a-okay. Water, of course, we need to give that water. Although I'm pretty sure it does have water, but I'm just pandering to your silly desires. But whatever. I suppose you do look after dead people, so that is fair enough. Let's go zone some more houses. I know it's probably not a wise thing to do to zone houses right now, considering we don't really have any industry to sort of go with it, but you know what, we're going to do that anyway. Let's think about zoning some more commercial over here, and this might give some people some new jobs. We'll have to wait and see. And then let's also think about, finally, at long last, we are gonna buy this chunk. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this area has pretty much nothing. Ore resources, a tiny bit of oil. It's got a little bit of ore, I suppose. Screw it. We don't actually need it for that anyway. We just need it for the industry that we're gonna fill it with. That's pretty much what we're gonna do. Okay, let's get back to City View and start thinking about our brand new industrial area. The brand new industrial area is going to be accessible via highway, because we actually need a decent highway to get there. 25 grand. Well, that is pocket change for us as far as I'm concerned. There we go. Beautiful. And we're going to need a highway on the way back. So let's get that set up. You know, it's good that we've got 35 grand just sitting around that we can afford to splash out on a highway for. It's nice. It is nice. It's the little things. Slope too steep. What? Space already occupied. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's not cool, guys. Come on. There we go. That's fine. You'll be happy with that. So we need to make sure that people can access both highways. That's pretty important. So let's mentally plan this out. I say mentally plan this out. I mean, let's actually plan this out. Okay, so this is going to be the main feeder road for a line of places, industries, offices, whatever. Okay, that's fine. And then we're going to have some highway road thingies connecting there. That's hideous. That too is hideous. That's alright. That's not the way we want it to be, though. We want it to be the other direction. So let's do that. There we go. That works. And this is going to go that way. That way, perhaps. Oh, no, you don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that, do you? Well, no, this is just getting a bit ridiculous now, isn't it? Okay, let's take that back a little bit. And let's think about that in there, perhaps? That there? Oh, goodness gracious me, this is ridiculous. Okay, you are now going to go under here, and then you're going to go up there. Why do you not want to go straight up there? Why do you need to curve around like a petulant child? Okay, so that's going to be like that, and now we shall have the branching off roads, which will be about that long. Why that long? Because I'm the mayor of here, and I can bloody well decide that they're going to be that long. If you've got any issues, then please email me on my email account that you can access from my YouTube account, or you can tweet me and tell me how disgruntled you are at the fact that I am not sticking to proper specifications of the length of the roads. Or you can hit me up on Reddit, or like the page on Facebook and get in contact that way. Probably, I think you can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get in contact through Facebook. Almost 100% sure. Okay, that's good. And no, I want it to be perfect. It needs to be perfect. That's not perfect. That is perfect. And for now, actually, we're gonna zone a whole bunch of new offices. So let's decree all this area as a brand new office area. Fantastic. And those highways are going to be the lifeline for this entire office area, because it's not going to be accessible through any other way, because otherwise we're just going to have too many traffic problems. And I think that you know, if it's accessible by highway only, then that makes it much easier to not get muddled up in all the traffic problems and stuff that the rest of the city sometimes has. But I would very much like it if it didn't have. So that's my verdict. Let's get a better vantage point on this. Okay, that's good. There we go. That's not good enough. No, still not good enough. I'm trying to get a feel for how far away these roads need to be spaced, but I just can't manage. That's pretty good. That's all right. And that goes up there as well. Beautiful. So as you can see, we've got a lot of nature to ruin up here. We've got a lot of space to build exactly what we want to build. And I'm looking forward to building offices on this pretty land that that could be used for good, but it's not going to be used for good because I'm going to build some stinking great offices on it. I mean, let's face it, I would rather have stinking great offices on beautiful land than I would have dirty industrial buildings. I mean, offices don't pollute, whereas, you know, great stinking industrial buildings actually do, so... so that's something that we can be thankful for, I suppose. Will that fit in? Not really. I don't really want to chance it anyway. Have any cars actually visited this area yet? They probably haven't. Oh, it needs power and it needs water. That's a good point. Okay. Boom! Let's give this entire area water. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. And let's also get it power, because goodness knows this area is going to need power, because it's going to be offices. So I don't think offices are that power intensive. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think they are. What does it say in their little bio bit? You make sure you have a university to provide suitable workers or whatever. Yeah, I know. Buildings have burnt down. 2 buildings have burnt down. Oh, wrong one. Oh, wrong one again. Right one. Whoops, my bad. So that seems to have quelled the demand for industry quite considerably. However, the demand for commercial continues to exist. Where do we want to stick commercial? I think we're probably going to stick some commercial over here. Where it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll stick some commercial over there. Some high-density commercial, that is. And then we're also probably going to stick some low-density commercial over here as well. We're now getting to the point where dead people are a real big problem. Yeah, a real big problem. Let's empty this facility. We want to empty that crematorium. Hopefully the number of dead folk go down. Do we have any other crematoriums anywhere else? We've got one over there. We've got one over there, so... How full is this one? 1,600. Well, this one over here is 1,300, so... That's okay. I'm okay with that. And we can replace this cemetery over here, perhaps, with a couple of crematoriums. I think that would be good. I think that would be awesome, actually. Yeah. Awesome. That's great. Our cemetery usage is only at 33%, which is actually quite awesome. I'm glad that it's so low. I know you have a dead person waiting for transport. I know we're gonna need to get a lot of things sorted, but this is gonna have to empty up first, and there's nothing we can do about that. Well, I suppose there sort of is. We could stick some crematoriums over here. I suppose they are quite small. We can afford to build a couple. There we go. How many hearses do they have? Oops. Did not mean to click on the district. Hearses in use out of 9. They only have 9 hearses, whereas you have 13 hearses. Huh. That's really weird. I don't know why that is. Only 9 hearses. That's not very many. Oh well. I'm sure this is going to empty, hopefully pretty quickly, since it's just next door that they're going to get burnt and killed again, I suppose. Oh my goodness, like everybody has a dead person to collect. There's dead people everywhere. It's a sea of dead people. A building is burnt down. Well, isn't that a shame? Isn't that a shame? Why are we making much less money? That's not cool. 720 a week. That's quite a lot of dosh. How much are crematoriums? Only 160 a week. Oh goodness me! We need to get rid of these and get crematoriums on the go. As far as I'm concerned, the crematoriums are not value for money. No, not at all. Let's scrap you. We don't need you to be emptying. We need more crematoriums, as far as I'm concerned. Space is already occupied. Well, screw you. Screw you. Crematoriums over here. That would go down a treat, wouldn't it? There we go. Lots and lots of crematoriums. Not crematoriums. What are they called? Cemeteries, that's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, that highway is really annoying, maybe because it's preventing us from building at least another 2. But that should be okay. We should be fine. Power is... Everybody's going to freak out about power soon, so let's fix the power situation. Otherwise, this entire area would be without power, and that would be terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible news. How's the land value over here? It's not great, but it's not terrible either. You know what? I think we're just gonna say screw it, and we're gonna plonk down a... I wanna get good value for money. What are we gonna end up plonking down? A plaza, perhaps? Nah, let's just go for a nice small thing like that. And that's going to hopefully raise the value of the land all around, which should be happy times, great times for everybody. Commercial is still proving to be a stubborn little problem. And this junction is also probably going to turn into a problem. But that's not a problem for me to worry about right now, excuse me. Not a problem for me to worry about right now. I'll get to it, though. I'll get to it later. Well, we're going to have to get to every problem later. What are you saying, Chirper? My little princess was trapped up a tree for 3 hours before the fire department showed up. What's the problem? Fire engines in use, only 2 out of 25. We've literally got a record low number of fires. I mean, we really don't have that many. Well, we've got a couple of fire stations around, but we really don't have that many fires. I suppose we could maybe do with another fire station, but I'm not keen to spend tons of money. It would be worth it maybe, but I don't really want to spend 1,400 a week. That just does not sound like a productive use of cash. A statue of wealth. Let's stick down a statue of wealth somewhere, just to show how wealthy we are. It is going to provide a little bit of noise pollution, but screw it. Let's make people even more happy with us. What do we need to do to get this? Average citizen health under 20. Well, we don't really want to get average citizen health down and fill 3 instances of cemetery. Well, we're gonna be on our way to do that soon. Friendly neighborhood park, fountain of life and death. That's pretty morbid, if you ask me. That's pretty darn morbid. Let's stick this over here. Might cheer up some people over there. Awesome. This can go over here, perhaps. There we go. And this big-ass hulking tower can go... Oh, it can probably go over here. Can it? Oh, it will. It will fit quite nicely in right there. Hopefully everybody becomes happy, but no promises. Any other unique buildings that we can place? I don't really know what unique buildings actually do. The Mall of Moderation. Well, that would probably fit quite comfortably in our commercial zone, wouldn't it? So I think... Could we do that? We might have to replace a couple of buildings. You know what? Screw it. Let's replace a couple of buildings. Let's live dangerously. What is this? Weekly education expenses. Well, they're not 20,000. Lord, no. What even are they? What are our education expenses currently? Education, the books, 5,500. I'm happy with just 5,500, thanks. A cheapo mall for shopping. Good. I'm glad you like cheapo malls. Okay, let's zone some more commercial. Zone lots more commercial. That was a terrible zoning on my part, but whatever. And let's also zone this little block as well, just in case somebody wants to put up a shop there. Are you upgraded? You're fully upgraded, actually. Wow. You're pretty good. You're pretty darned good. We've got lots of cemeteries in use. There's remarkably fewer dead people now than there was a while ago. But we're also down a little bit more money, which is not great, actually. However, our growth rate is disgustingly high, which is lovely. How is the highway doing? The massive highway that is supplying these offices over here. I take it there is plenty of room to expand. Yes, that's awesome. Unemployment is 8%. Well, perhaps we have some uneducated people. How is elementary school education? Is shocking. It should be alright, though. How much are we spending on education? Let's spend more on education. Elementary school education is not big enough. Neither is high school education. That's clearly something we need to address as well. Let's place down another high school over here. An elementary school. Elementary school seems to be... Most people seem to be fine for elementary school. Stick another one there just in case. And university, yeah, we've got loads of people that are eligible, however. It's going fine. That's not a problem. We don't need to worry about placing another whatever you call it, university. Elementary school availability is still not high enough. We can place another elementary school if that makes any difference, but I don't think it will. I mean, all these people are graduated from elementary school, so I guess it's only people over here that are really dumb. High school availability is fine. We should just manage to get that passed. Stick another one there, just for the sake of doing it. That should boost up capacity a little bit. Maybe not enough. Yeah, no, it will be just enough. So that's fine. Our education expenses are now 7,680. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And remember that we've got this far. We've got this far without actually fiddling tax rates. So we could probably raise our tax rates a little bit, because as houses upgrade, they become more tolerable of higher tax rates. So that's something that's entirely possible. Now let's think. Let's think commercial. Let's think commercial zone. How are we going to do it? I don't know, actually. Okay, in fact, I do know exactly how we're going to do it. There's going to be a 6-lane road that comes out there. And why does this place not have power? I don't know why it doesn't have power. Not enough electricity! Exclamation mark. Well, that is tragic for you, and I will sort that in a minute. And I will sort it by bringing new business into the area. Want it to be just about there. Perfect. That's good. That's grand. That's fine. And let's stick that there. Perfect. Could we get a nice curving road? Oh, well, actually we could get a little road out here. A little road up there. And ooh, that's just a little bit too long, that road. Let's replan that again. A little bit up there and down here. Awesome. And now we can go ahead and zone this area as commercial zone. And we can say, okay, we want all this area to be a commercial zone. Let's say about that much. Yeah, that should be fine. I just don't want houses, or houses? What am I talking about? Shops setting up along the edge of this road. That's just going to clog up traffic and make it a little bit more difficult for everybody. So let's just avoid that if we possibly can. The reason that I didn't want to have four-way junctions up here was simply because four-way junctions cause even more traffic congestion than just two-way junctions. So it's good to avoid that if at all we can. You don't have any workers. You need uneducated workers. Well, I'm sorry, we don't really have that many uneducated workers. And I'm actually really, really proud of that. That's something that's really, really great. That's really awesome. Visitors last week 10, tourists last week 10. How many people are using our metro now? 637 per week. That's nothing. Are you kidding? This metro is by far and away the most best way to access the city. It's fantastic. It can get you anywhere very, very rapidly. Okay, we seem to be having these sporadic traffic problems as we usually do. Let's get rid of... No, in fact, no, let's not get rid of this. But I suppose if we do have this in place, then it sort of makes this redundant. Which is not really great, is it? No, not really, I suppose. Well, what about if we just... I know we originally said we didn't want to, but what if we just made something like that? If we just did something like that, would that make it a little bit easier? Obviously, trucks wouldn't have to come all the way out of the city anymore. They would just be able to go up that little slip road and get on with their lives. But not many people are taking me up on that option. I don't know. Well, let's leave that around to see if the computer actually responds to it in a positive way. Because that would be nice. Oh, we got a nice little abandoned building over here. Don't know why it's abandoned. Is this still a commercial zone? This really shouldn't be a commercial zone. Let's dezone that. Really shouldn't be. I mean, I can't imagine the value of the land is very high at all over here. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad. It's greener over here, but that's about it. What is going on over here? Why is there crime in this park? Crime rate is high. Well, I don't know. That's just the way it is sometimes. Crime rate is high. Ah, that area does not have water. That explains a lot. There we go. Let's give you water. Okay, now let's try something. Let's try something pretty crazy. Let's make a brand new zone. Okay, and this zone, Fairview Square, to get policies out, is going to have a nice tax relief for low density commercial. Lowers the tax rate by 2%. Okay, so hopefully, right, the idea is businesses will want to actually... Oh, we haven't actually set this area to zone yet. Hopefully, right, businesses will want to make their businesses in this area. Now, the reason I want that is because we're going to connect this thing to electricity, and then as soon as businesses come, we're going to remove the policy, and people will not get an exclusive business rate from being here. Are people using this ramp? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's scrap it. Oh, sugar. Really? Was that necessary, game? Was that necessary? Well, it's back now, so I hope you're happy. It caused a little temper tantrum. Upgrading, that's good. It's always nice to see an upgrade. Our growth rate is still disgustingly large, and that's what I like to see. I like to see disgustingly large growth rates. Okay, you're still floating. That's nice. Yeah, we're just, you know what, screw it. We're just gonna let people go around this thing. It's easier than doing the whole rigmarole with the... actually, could we give lorries an exclusive route around to here, perhaps, and link that up there? Would that work? Because that means that lorries wouldn't have to clog up this entrance. They could just go right round to here. And that might actually work. It looks like it. And that means less clogging up of traffic for everybody, which is lovely, actually, which is absolutely delicious. Because if there's anything that we're after, it's not clogging up traffic. Clogging up traffic is not anybody's idea of a good time. Yeah. Wow, we're doing awesome. We're doing really, really awesome. Demand for industrial has never been higher. Well, it has been higher at one point, but you know, you get the picture. Let's zone some more industrial then. Fine, let's do it. Let's do it. Awesome. There we go. A nice big chunk of industrial. That should keep you happy for a little bit of time game. Probably not for long. Oh, good. We did actually sort out your electricity problems. That is nice. Let's remove this tax relief for low density thing. In fact, you know what? We can just remove the entire district, as far as I'm concerned. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. There's a fire over here. Yeah, I know. I don't really care, to be honest. There's a fire. Woohoo. Whoop-de-doo, haha. It's not really an issue. Looks like the lorries are taking advantage of this outside route here, which is actually really quite good. Because it means that they're not going to have to go down here to clog the traffic up in the first place. They're just going to completely bypass that. And also they're not going to be rejoining here, which is often quite a hot point. Let's have a look at this. This area is quite red. I don't know why that area is red. That's not too red as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, actually, this is all right. This is not too shabby. Apart from this area is a little bit of a mess. It's a very little bit of a mess. Can we connect this up to here? Will that do something? And what if we actually just remove this entire block? What will that do? That'll force people not to actually rejoin the highway. Which would mean that people would take one of either two routes. They would take this route down here and go back into the city. Or they would take this route and go down onto here. That may have sped up traffic. It also may not have. Yeah, because then we'll get traffic problems over here. I don't really know. It's a bit difficult. It's a bit difficult, actually. I think we should probably reinstate that little bit of highway. I think it was probably pretty important. Yeah, there we go. You're back in business, Mr. Piece of Highway. But you know what? It's good that people are actually using this one. It's good. But at the same time, it's bad. I mean, it's not great. Especially because it is disrupt. In fact, we're going to change it a little bit. It's good, but it disrupts the flow of traffic on the way round, so it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, we'll stick that in there. Okay. That may help things a little bit. Because now, traffic going round here will get round unimpeded. Even though there's not actually that much traffic going round here, there is still a bit, so that's something that we can feel proud about at least. This is busy. This is really busy. But I suppose it's a lot of trucks, isn't it, that are doing it. There's no better way of doing it. Is there, like, that into there perhaps, or some other combination of highway tomfoolery? No, I don't think there is. That's no matter. That's fine. I'm okay with that. The traffic problem has seemed to sort of sort itself out now, which is remarkable. Is there any chance that we can demolish this piece and reinstate a big piece of highway there? That may help things a little bit. Probably not, but I suppose if we've got a big piece of highway there. That junction looks like an absolute mess. I would not like to be driving on that junction. Believe you me, that is a dangerous junction. Oh, that is dangerous. But again, we don't really care about health and safety of the poor little sim cars that are driving. What is this? What are you saying? Low land value? What? That's not that low. Calm down. I mean, just because you're not in the riches near the center of town. Mostly families. Wow, this area is a mostly family area. This is also a mostly family area. We don't really have any seniors at all. I mean, we've got a couple of seniors. That's about it. We don't have that many. Oh well, I guess that's just the way things are. Wind, how is the wind going? I suppose it's going well. What is this? Pollution? Pollution is really not that much. And in terms of actual residential areas, pollution doesn't really infringe upon anybody. Apart from over here. In which case the land value is probably absolutely tragic. Even though we put down like a couple of plazas with trees. And that's why people were always getting sick over here. That explains it, actually. That explains why people were always getting sick around this part of town. It's because of the pollution, because of the incineration plant. That does make sense, actually. Could we move this out of town? Well, in fact, could we just relocate the building? Just relocate it over here. Oh, well, that's easy. That was it. That's all we really had to do. What is this? What is this? Is that burnt down? That's burnt down. Okay, good. I'm glad we got it first time there and didn't have to misplace or misclick, should I say. Why is the power lines going nowhere here? The power lines that are going nowhere are actually problematic. Okay. Why? Okay, it doesn't matter. I suppose this works. If this works, then what's the reason to change it? That's fine. We're also going to stick down a let's stick down a big thing. There we go. And now everybody should be happy. But now everybody's having sewage problems. Is there not enough water to go around? There should be. Whoa, what was that? There most certainly should be enough water to go around. Yeah, I don't really see what the problem is. Yeah, guys, I mean, we've got more than enough water to go around. What can this do? This can drain capacity 120,000 per week, and this is 160,000 per week. Well, we're still getting better value for money with this drain pipe. Let's put it further downstream, actually. And let's connect that with a pipe, just to make sure that our sewage availability is top-notch. We want to have the best sewage capacity around. I mean, who doesn't want good sewage capacity? I mean, that's what every child wishes for, isn't it? I mean, good sewage capacity? No. No, maybe me. Maybe that's just me. Power. Let's sort out power. Okay, that'll do. Okay, that's great. Don't know why I paused there. I just did. Our growth rate has slowed somewhat, but that's okay. That's fine. These buildings, we just need to increase the value of the land. That's pretty much it. And then the buildings will upgrade by themselves. How magic is that? Okay. Stick that there. And perhaps something over here. Something small. Just something small under here. Space is already occupied, really? Well, I suppose we can always stick this over there. And one more next to it. The value of the land must be through the roof, come on. The value of the land must be super high now. What about over here? We need to do something about that land value. This park with trees seems to have done relatively little, actually. Well, let's stick a plaza down. I'm pretty sure it's a plaza you guys want, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Everybody's happy with the plaza. I mean, we're never actually going to use this street for anything. Oh, let me guess. We're running out of water. We're running out of water. Yeah, we're running out of water. I thought so. Well, a water pumping station is right on the menu. Let's stick one down here. Let's connect the water up to the mains. And let's give it some power from somewhere. It's probably easiest to go just across here. Good. And we have gone down a little bit in cash, but that is not a problem as far as I'm concerned. How are we doing for power, actually? Yeah, we've still got 20 or so megabytes. Megabytes? Megawatts to play with. In fact, I don't even know why we built another more water infrastructure. We could have just bumped up spending. Ah, that's fine. It doesn't matter, to be honest, because we're going to need to do it anyway. I mean, a city of 25,000 doesn't service itself, so that's fine. We are going to need to actually think about a new commercial area. And don't really know where that's going to be, to be honest, because we're pretty almost out of space for commercial stuff. Yeah, I mean, we can extend this road up a little bit, but that's about it. There we go, and then this entire area zoned as commercial. That's about it, though. That's pretty much all the space that we have for commercial stuff. That's it. I'm sorry, that's all we've got. Building is burnt down. That's cool. We've sorted it. We're making almost, well, just shy of 20 grand an hour. How lovely is that? That is beautiful. Also, industrial demand is climbing. Let's get some more office blocks on the go. There we go. Just one will do for now. I don't really know. Where is the next? There's a weird smell coming from apartment next door. Yeah, I know. I'm working on the dead people situation. It's a little bit of a problem at the moment. 9 out of 13, 4 out of 13, 9 out of 13. So we're still at quite a high capacity of Hearst usage, but it's better than it was, I think. Commercial is going to be a problem because we need to have a designated commercial zone, and we don't have that. And I don't really know where we should put it, where we would put it if we really had anywhere to put it. I don't really know, to be honest. Because what? Water? Why is water an issue? Water shouldn't be an issue. Ah, it's just that I haven't connected the pipes up. Oh, okay. Will you stop your complaining now? Please? Please stop your complaining now. That's all I'm after, if you stop your complaining. So get to not complaining. Yeah, commercial is going to be a problem because we've pretty much exploited all this area in the middle that we did have. And let's face it, it's pretty badly planned. I did plan it rather poorly. University, 1,500 students. That's quite a lot, actually. That's really rather good. It's really rather good. We could relocate all the buildings along here and stick them somewhere else, but honestly, the parks are good value because they hold up the price of the land, and that's pretty important as far as I'm concerned. However, we are on the prowl for that's an abandoned house. Oh, it was just removed. That's fine. We are on the prowl for a new exclusive commercial area, and I don't really know where I want that to be. I mean, land value around here is not bad, so this area could conceivably become something. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Population, how many people are unemployed? 13% unemployment. Oh, goodness me, that's a lot. We need to do something about that right now. We need to do something about that. Let's get some one-way roads on the go. Okay, one-way road all the way up here. Boom, there we go. And one more for good measure. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Okay. Now let's get some industry, like some proper industry for less educated people. Let's get some of that there and see if that actually pops up and people utilize that. That would be nice. District, this is still a farming district as far as I'm concerned, so that is lovely. Let's have a look at the farming land. It's not great over in this area, but it's not terrible either. So actually, we might want to retract the boundaries of the farming region. There we go, to about that, I would think. Because the remainder of the arable land is up there, so we can just do that. Dead people, there's still a lot of dead people. There's still a lot of dead people. Traffic is no longer a problem. Traffic is flowing relatively smoothly, which is lovely. Really, really nice indeed, actually. I don't know. This is a little bit of a conundrum. I suppose it works, but you know, we should probably have a bigger road than just a slip road coming down here. We should probably should have a highway joining a highway over here, as far as I'm concerned. But that might be a little bit impossible, as far as I'm concerned. Impossible because we don't really have the ground space to maneuver that much. Is there a problem over here? There is some new industry popping up. Ready to Wear Limited, operating normally. Perhaps that will reduce unemployment for some of the less educated people. Let's see how many people actually get a job in Ready to Wear Limited. I don't think we've got that many uneducated people in the city, but you know, we've got to try and help the people that don't have jobs into work. So, what on earth? This is the weirdest thing. Almost everybody is turning up here. Why don't we just erase this piece of road and see what happens to people then? You're not going to get anywhere down here, buddy. I mean, I don't know. Like, why would people do that? Suppose we can just bring that back in now, but I still don't understand why people would do that. It just seems a little bit crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Let people be crazy, as far as I'm concerned. Let them be crazy. But the highway system actually works really, really well. Works remarkably well. And that's something I'm really happy with. Okay, actually, I've had another batshit crazy idea. Okay, so what if we take this here, or we take this here. This is fine too. And we bring it down here so that people can get to where they want to go easier. I don't think that's going to work, actually. Water. We need water over here. Let me fix that right now. Boom. Water fixed. Okay. You have one well-educated person and you have 15 jobs available. What about Ready to Wear? Where is Ready to Wear? Ready to Wear is here, and they have only highly educated people. 2 overeducated workers. Okay, so let me do this in the nicest possible way. This is all going to be dezoned because we don't need it. We're not in need of any low skill manufacturing jobs. We're in need of high skilled jobs, like office jobs, if you can call that high skilled, I suppose. So let's dezone all that, make all these buildings despawn. I know it's a sad time, but whatever. I don't understand this. I mean, like, people come down this ramp and then they turn this way, whereas why wouldn't you just go down this ramp and go that way? I mean, it's almost like this ramp isn't worth it. We should probably just get rid of it. It just doesn't really make sense, but whatever, I guess. That's fine. We could probably beef this up a little bit. In fact, let's do this in the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's been Potato. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!